meet Nigeria. Now, this isn't supposed to be some sort of history class or society and culture class. It's really a fun way for you to get to know about this country and all that there is to know about it, just in case you are looking at coming to the country for either a business or for vacation or for whatever. So let's get started with the basics. Nigeria officially became a country in 1960 when it gained its independence from the British colony. And so that's when this beautiful country emerged. And we are the largest populous country in Africa with about 209 million people occupying the country. Now let's get into our symbols. First of all would be the flag. The flag is colored green, white, and green, and the green represents natural wealth, and white represents peace. So, yes, Nigeria is known to have its natural wealth, being the largest oil and gas producers in Africa and the economic capital of Africa. So, yes, we have our natural wealth, and we are a people of peace. We actually don't like trouble. We don't like to look for anybody's trouble. You will not find Nigeria fighting against any other country or attacking another country. We are just very peace loving people. Yes, there are people that like to spoil our name out there, but there'll always be bad eggs in the mix. But we are generally a peaceful people. We don't like to look for trouble up and down. So yes, Nigeria is known for its natural wealth and for peace. And then for our coat of arms, we have the slogan there, which is unity and faith and peace and progress. And that really symbolizes a lot about us. We believe in unity, we believe in oneness, we believe in faith. We are a very faith-based country. We have very big believers in God in Nigeria. And also, we believe in peace, as I said earlier, and we believe in progress. We are always looking at a better tomorrow. We are always striving for something great, for something better tomorrow, and always making things get more improved and emerging greatness in everything that we do. And other symbols on the coat of arm will represent dignity, and that says a lot about us because we're people of dignity. And yes, we are people of strength. We are very hardworking, we're very resilient, we are very dedicated to whatever we do. And the last two, which are our fertile soil and our national flower. We have a very fertile soil. Our agriculture is on point and is still emerging and getting bigger and better. And our national flower is also a great thing. So that says a whole lot about the people. The flag, the coat of arms gives you a good sense of who the people are. Now let's get into more interesting stuff. The language. Now we have a lot of languages in Nigeria, but our lingua franca is English. We speak English in Nigeria. It is English that is being taught to us in school. So we read and write and speak in English. Our official documents are in English. So we actually have a good command of English. That's our official language. So most Nigerians will speak to you in English. And we also have our local dialects, and there are several of that, but the main ones will be Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo. Hausa is spoken by people in the north primarily, then Yoruba is spoken by people in the west, and Igbo is spoken by people in the east. Then we have the Ijaw, the Ibibio, the Fulani people, the Tiv people, the Edo people, and they have their respective languages as well. And those people cut across like the south and the south, some parts of the south and some parts of Nigeria generally. But this we have so many cultures in Nigeria. I can't begin to mention every single one of them. So we have a very rich ethnicity in Nigeria, but the three major tribes would still be Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo. Now to religion, the major religions in Nigeria would be Christianity and Islam, and of course there's still a small sector of traditional worship in Nigeria, but the major ones will still be Christianity and Islam, with having almost the same figures for each of them, like equal really. So we have a mix of that, and you find more people that are practicing Islam in the north, and you find people that are practicing Christianity more in the east and the west. So that's about how it's split. And the next thing will be our clothing. Now, Nigerians know how to dress. Nigerians are one of the fashionistas of Africa, of everywhere. In fact, Nigerians can dress so well, and our usual dress will be a Western type of dressing. You mostly see people dressing in the Western style with normal tops and trousers and skirts and gowns and very beautiful dresses and you know English wears normally. And to the offices, especially when you're going to banks or very corporate places, you see the guys wearing suits, you see the ladies wearing suits or jackets and looking all corporate. So we embrace the entire English kind of dressing and very Western kind of dressing. But when it comes to our weddings and church services as well, then we bring out our traditional wear where we tie our wrapper and our buba. It has different names in different cultures, but primarily it's called buba and your wrapper and your gele, and then you are ready to dig it off in the party. And we love to cack up with our jewelry, with our beads, with very nice accessories to go with it. So if you see Nigerians, you know, you can tell by our dressing because we dress on point. Like, we are fashionistas, we don't mess with our trend and with our dressing. We're actually very good with fashion. So that's something that you can definitely tell. Even the local person would still know how to combine little here and there to look like a million bucks. So we know how to dress well, because dressing is a very big deal for us, because how you dress is how you be addressed, and that's a big deal in Nigeria. So when you're coming, make sure that you dress well. Now to our food. If you have heard Nigeria and food together, then I'm sure that the next one you would have heard would be jollof rice, because jollof rice is Nigeria's official food. No, that is not legal actually, but it is our unofficial Nigerian food, representative of the Nigerian food. We love our jollof rice. We don't play with it. It's our party rice. If you go to a party and there's no jollof rice, it is not a party. It is not a party. So we have our jollof rice, and then we have, of course, normal delicacies like yam, like beans, like bread, eggs, everything, potatoes, plantain, dodo. Now jollof rice usually goes with dodo and chicken and beef, or and when you say beef, it could be goat meat, it could be cow meat. See, we don't play with meat either. So if you are given a Nigerian any meal and you forget to put meat, just know that you have insulted the Nigerian, because they'll just be looking at you like, is it me that you gave food without meat? Is it me that you gave food without? It's an insult. So when you are giving a Nigerian food, make sure that you put meat. And if it is somebody that is older and you dare give them one meat, oh Lord, they're going to look at you with so much disrespect on my person for giving me just one piece of meat. Nonsense. So don't play with the Nigerian and their meat. We love our meat. That's why we eat suya, we have asun, we have so many nkwobi, and see, too many things, too many delicacies with meat. And then we have our soups that we eat with our swallows. Now swallows are sort of like I'll say flour stuff that we make with maybe I don't know how to explain it, but it's you I just have to put the picture so that you see it. So we make a meal that's like a flour kind of meal, where it's very beautiful to eat. You can swallow with it, and then we dip it into the soup and then we take it. It's actually beautiful, and there are several types of soups to choose from, too many to choose from, and the soups are actually very sweet with a lot of meat inside. That is the key. The meat has to be there with the fish, with everything. So we don't play with our delicacies. We love food in Nigeria. Yes, we do. We don't play with it. And our pepper soup, I forgot to say that. Pepper soup, I'm hungry already. Now, marriages in Nigeria are generally two. You'll find monogamy and polygamy. Now, in the past, there was a lot more of polygamy, but in recent times, we are seeing a lot more emergence of monogamy. A lot of people are embracing monogamy, so many people are into monogamous marriages, and we are moving forward into a lot more of that. Although you still see polygamy, especially with people who are practicing Islam, because the religion allows for polygamy. But for those who are practicing Christianity, you see monogamy. So both types of marriages you see in Nigeria. So that's it with the marriages. And when it comes to the weddings, we don't play with our weddings. As I said, when we are going for weddings, we turn up with our full traditional attire, ready to deliver and ready to eat our delicacies. But even then, the process of the weddings, each tradition has its way. So when we are doing weddings, we split it into two, one for the traditional wedding and the other one for the white wedding. Traditional wedding is where the guy and the girl would do all of their traditional rites. So if you're in Yoruba land, the guy would have to prostrate and greet your parents and bring all sorts of gifts and everything to come and pluck the flower and the beautiful damsel from the garden of the parents, and then they'll have to give their daughter out. And if it's Igbo land, I think they also give what's it called, the girl will bring some sort of wine, the what's it called, the palm wine. The girl will bring the palm wine and go dance to look for her prince her prince charming, and give the wine to her darling guy. And then she's found her guy, and they have some other things that they do in their tradition. So it's basically just um different for every tradition, but it's all about celebrating finding a good girl and a good man to marry from a good home. So they are both from good homes, and they're coming to marry together to raise a family. So just to celebrate oneness and to get to know the entire family in the process. So it's very beautiful. And then we do the white wedding, where of course our dressing for the white wedding so has to be to kill. And there's now the new fad of having to change your wedding dress like 10 times. What's that? Now to the environment. You see, when I see a lot of these videos of Nigeria, and I see that they only depict the sad part of Nigeria, or the, when I say unfined or underdeveloped parts of Africa, the very not so proud parts of Nigeria, it breaks my heart, because I know that they need to show those parts, because we need to upgrade those parts and we need help in doing that. But it's also good to also embrace the development as well. Nigeria is a very beautiful country. We have the urban areas and we have the rural areas, and the two major urban areas will be Lagos and Abuja, well known. We also have Port Harcourt, we have Ibadan. They have good um, modern towns, but the primary, very modern business capital of Nigeria would be Lagos. And then the second one would be Abuja, a very beautiful town where you find a lot of businesses. You see very beautiful houses. You see houses that have 5 bedrooms with swimming pools, with cinemas, with gyms in the apart in the house. You see so many beautiful things in the houses. So you can find very amazing houses in Nigeria. You find tall skyscraper apartments, and there's so many beautiful houses and areas, the land, the beaches, the hotels, the swimming areas, the gymming areas, so many recreational facilities to enjoy as well. So it is a beautiful country. Yet there's still the rural areas which still need a lot of development, and of course we need a lot of help with that. So those sides are also getting developed. It's not as beautiful as the urban areas like Lagos and Abuja. I believe if everywhere is like Lagos, a lot of things would be a whole lot better. So we need to develop those parts of Africa, and there are some places that still need a whole lot of work. So I would be honest to say that there are very beautiful parts of Nigeria, but there are also very not so pleasant parts of Nigeria when it comes to the scenery, when it comes to the living conditions, and all of those things. And that also shows the different classes of people in Nigeria. So you have the upper class, the middle class, and the lower class. The upper class are those who would enjoy the luxuries, the big houses, and can, enjoy all of the big schools, the very expensive schools, the British schools, the American schools, the very nice standard schools, really. that's what you find a lot in the urban areas and places like Lagos and Abuja. So you find that. And for the middle class, you see them also renting very nice apartments as well. So they might not own the apartments, but they might rent it out. And even those that own, they might not be those, very big and massive and very beautiful, great apartments, but it's usually quite good. And then the lower class usually stays in flats, not like anyhow flats, but like maybe one bedroom kind of flat. And some even have conditions where they stay even in huts. I know that that exists in some parts, but we don't see a lot of those huts kind of living as it's portrayed out there. It's not as much as they portray, but still some a good chunk of people still stay in huts or very funny looking houses as well. Now to the transportation system. The transportation system is primarily the public transport and the private transport. When it comes to public transport, we have our buses and we have our train. Now the train isn't really used. Like the train, I don't know who uses the train to be honest, but I know that I see that sometimes the train, some people still ply the train for whatever reason, but it's not um rampant. Like how many percent? Like maybe 1% of people use the train. Not even up to 1%, to be honest. Just very few people use the train. Most people use the buses to travel, to go interstate, to go within the states and all of that. So we use the buses, and the buses don't have the normal very good busing transit organization that you see in other countries. In this part of the world, you have to wait for the buses and you have to struggle to get into the bus and all of that, which is not as good, and we need to still upgrade that, but we're getting there. I know that we'll still be able to get there eventually, but we still have very good buses that people can sit and enjoy a good ride to their places of work. And of course we have the personal transport system, which is your car, or even when it is public, we have the Uber that you can always book a ride and enjoy. And our Uber is not a rhino or an elephant as depicted in one useless cartoon. We have our Uber, people do the Uber with their cars, and so you see a lot of that. A lot of people use the Ubers to get by moving different places, especially when they're doing business and going about their day. And buses are for when you really need to go maybe a longer distance and you don't want to pay that much money, then you use the buses. That's great. Now to the work. Now I would say this: Nigerians are one of the most hardworking and resilient people that you can ever employ. We are very dedicated to our work, and I think it comes from a place where we are very forward thinking and we're always very particular about progress. And because of the kind of population that we have and the high competitive rate, we have learned to be very competitive, to do our very best, to try to do the most in everything that we do. So we always excel. If you are going to be in a place where there's a lot of competition, you challenge yourself to be better because you have to stand out to enjoy the best. So we get better and better and better over time. So when we even go out of the country to other places, we actually stand out and excel so well in every of the things that we do because we are very good workers. You have a lot of amazing professionals. You have project managers, you have doctors, you have engineers, you have lawyers, you have nurses, you have developers. So we are very robust in virtually all the sectors, and we have amazing people representing us in different parts of the world and even in the country, doing amazing work and shining the light so bright for us anywhere we go. When it comes to our work, we do a very great job and we are very skilled in whatever we do. So that's very honest about the things that we do. Now to the entertainment industry, we have our amazing movie center, which is our Nollywood. and the movies are getting better and better and better by the day. We've seen a lot of improvement, we've seen a lot of quality coming into the scene, and the movies are actually very nice, and we are actually doing a whole lot better in the movie scene, and we are one of the largest movie distributors in Africa, so we are very good with our movies, and we are getting better at it. And we also have one of the best music to me in the world, to be honest, because our Afrobeat is, ours. We're very good with that, and our music has gone everywhere, to the entire part of the whole world. That's how good our music is, and people are embracing it from all cultures and all nations and all races, because our music is that great. So our entertainment is on point, and we like to also embrace other cultures even in our entertainment. We watch a lot of American movies, we listen to a lot of American songs, we watch a lot of Asian movies, Korean movies, Indian movies, and movies from several parts of the world. We actually embrace all of that. Spanish movies, we have our Telemundos, we have so many of that. We have Z World, where we embrace a lot of this, and Nigerians love to embrace other people's cultures. When we see foreigners come to the country, we call them Oyibo, but I think that term has been misunderstood to mean that it's some sort of like a racist remark regarding you. Nigerians are not ones to be racist towards anybody. They call you Oyibo as the way of explaining who you are. So when we see somebody, we say, oh, that Oyibo over there is like a description. It's not supposed to be derogatory or anyway. And we can tease and laugh about different things. It's never in a bit to make you feel bad. So we respect people's culture, we respect, and we actually look at it favorably. When we see people's culture, we want to learn about it, we want to know more about it, we get excited to see even foreigners, to welcome them, and to be very friendly and open. We're very friendly people, we're very happy, and even in the midst of the difficulties in the country, we are still very happy people that kind of find the good in everything. We see the positive side of things, and we always have this can do spirit, where we know that we can do anything if we put our mind to it, and we are not ones to limit ourselves in any way. We would like to always exceed expectations, and we are just a very happy and loving and friendly people. And the only sad part that I would say about Nigeria would be the corruption, which is primarily in the government. If we have a very good governance in Nigeria, then a lot of things will be better, a lot of infrastructures will be in place, a lot of growth will have happened in Nigeria, and Nigeria will be a very wonderful place. But we see a lot of corruption happening within the country, in the government, and so that kind of puts its dent on the country. But the people in themselves are actually very good people, and they actually want to shine bright and do well, and that's why when we go to other countries, we actually shine so bright. We wish our country wasn't having that kind of leadership, that we can see a lot of loopholes in it, and that is the fix that we have. But generally, Nigeria is a beautiful country to come to. So if you want to have a vacation in the country, make sure that you check out beautiful places to go. There are a lot of amazing hotels that you can visit throughout your stay, and a lot of venues that are online that you can explore. So just don't worry about anything, and we have a very good art for you to also enjoy and buy. So I hope this video has given you a good amount of knowledge about Nigeria and the people, and so you can look forward to having a very good, amazing stay in the country. And if you're a Nigerian staying abroad and trying to get to know about your country, I hope I've been able to feed you with enough information to get you grounded. If you want to go deeper, then you can do some research online, and I'll put some links that can also help you in the process. So make sure that you subscribe so that I can see you in the next video. Until then, ensure that your outstanding self ignites. Bye.